how's him recording her in violation of the protection order?
Hello? Did you call us? Okay. I'm gonna get flipped around real quick.
Park right here so we can walk up to her.
100, I'll start with you.
You got the permit?
I copy. 4000 Pine Road. Gonna be on a residence off the garage over 10 door. I know.
Windows broken?
Yes. Hey, give it a... How's it going today? Darling, how are you?
I have a protection order with Robert Stanley down there at 620 all day. He's not supposed to be recording or nothing.
Okay.
He's been recording. I've been out here since about 1 doing yard work and mowing and flowers, and he's with his cell phone. There was cops something earlier back here.
So this is a stalking protection order?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. It's my first one I've ever had, so I don't know.
How long has he been doing this before this was filed?
Oh, last summer.
Oh, last summer?
Okay. Yeah, he put him in jail twice, and he would call you guys and say he was harassing him and he would be at work. And I'm like, how's he harassing you when he's at work, buddy? So I think this is the first time I've seen you. I mean, Andrew.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're new to the area.
yeah,
so.
they're normally the regulars know because they were out here every Sunday while I mowed. Every Sunday like clockwork.
Okay.
But I was forced to drive towards his house today because you guys I'm not you particular, but cops were out here earlier, so blocking the way. So I had to go towards Mound, and that's when it initially started. So he was at a neighbor's across the street, and as soon as he's seen my truck drive down that way, he's running out and yelling obscenities and recording. It's probably on YouTube right now.
Okay.
And it's just, it's almost like a little kid that pokes and pokes and pokes and pokes. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, I'm sweeping.
More of a pain in the ass than he is anything else.
So I'm sweeping the road earlier, getting all the nails and shit and dirt around this area up. Yeah. And he takes the water hose and he's just like, you know what I mean? Yelling. Then he has his kids yell, so he doesn't say anything. So he tells his kids to say something like as if it's better. So they'll ride down. It's just been, it's stupid shit that's been going on all day long. So it's kind of like the last cop told me just call to report it because last summer I didn't, and that was kind of like the default of it, I guess. But like last month you guys had to come out, and because he acted like he worked at the corner store and he was behind the register saying I had to leave because he worked there, and he didn't even work there. The owner came out and was like, get the hell out from behind my register and exit my store.
So yeah, it's on here, it says he's not allowed within 500 feet of you.
Yeah, and then there was something about recording devices in there.
If there's any property.
The judge wrote, like hand wrote it, I thought, somewhere.
Shall the initiator have any contact? Shall not use any form of electronic surveillance on protected persons, including with phone.
Yeah, because that's what he does with his phone. He's like,
what is that? I don't even know what that says.
Videos, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, the sloppy.
Is it like his handwriting?
Yeah. The judge is like,
including with phone and.
They all have restraint. These people are new, but like the people across the street, the one to the second house in has. I mean, every single house has something on.
What's his address again?
620 Columbian Avenue.
620.
Like if he knows you guys
like
came.
Outside, like.
Yeah. It started me driving by. And
then what happened after that?
Standing at the edge, walking down the sidewalk, coming close, recording, having this kid yell and stuff. I can't even understand
So he
what
was
they're
on the
saying.
sidewalk across.
So he even broke the within
history.
500 distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's hard to not do, so I understand it. Just don't say anything.
Yeah.
You be adult, I'll be adult. I did wave to him after like the 5th video because I was like, I'm gonna fucking hurt you. So I was just like, hi.
No, I get it.
Hi.
Yeah.
Like we've been down here for like this is my husband's childhood home, so we were like sold our house in West Jeff, moved out here, and this is a whole new environment for me.
The west side, there's something in the water down here.
Fuck. And you look and sound just like my uncle, my baby uncle. I mean, you guys could be. That's like your doppelganger.
I'm from Southern Ohio, so it's
identical, same round head, eyes, and all.
His nickname's Big Country. That's what I call him. Yeah.
How long you guys been on the force?
about a year now, just a little over a year.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know my oldies, however you want to say it, like Jim Marsh and them. They're retirement. They're taking they're one of the 100 officers.
Okay. I just want to clarify. So he was, like, where did he walk on the opposite side of the sidewalk?
So he has his buddy. There's a like bluish gray house to the second end. Two down from that is his AKA brother. That really isn't his brother. Yes. Okay. And so he'll have his AKA brother walk down and come back, and then he'll stay at his brother's house recording, and then cross the street. You know what I mean? Then he goes to there's, I think it's 3 houses down. He normally sits on the front patio every day. So he just inches his way closer and closer. Yeah, and I had to drive down there today, but hardly ever. My main street, I go right here. There's no reason for me to go this way. Do you know what I mean? Only reason I did today was because of the blocked entrances. So it's like I had no choice. I went to the pool and watched Jeff.
Sounds like you need to move. Sounds like you need to move back to West Jeff.
You think?
I mean, childhood home's nice and all, but the hilltop.
No, we did it for a fixer-upper. So we sold our house, moved in it, started redoing it. We had to move in because when we first brought off our shit here, somebody broke in and stole everything: our furnace, our ductwork, our electrical, our sinks, our tubs. You want to keep going?
I worked in construction before this. I get it. It happened to us.
God,
I did large industrial scale. I didn't do residential, but yeah, I get it.
They seen me moving it in, and I didn't even.
Do you care if I walk over here?
Oh no, you can go for it.
Yeah, because I worked on your large copper tie-ins for campus and stuff.
Yeah.
And one roll of that was averaging about almost $2,000 if you take the whole roll in. So they would run over it, flatten it like it was damaged, and they would steal it off our property and our job site. So yeah, I get it. Trust me, it's
that's when I first moved in, and then he spray painted my house when I first moved in red.
So he just randomly started stalking you last summer?
It started because he first was picking up trash around the area, and I said, hey, I live here, you don't need to pick up trash, I'll pick up my own area, but thank you very much, you know what I mean?
So you were nice to him, and then he got...
Right, I was trimming these bushes last summer, and he was pulling a trailer, and he always has slow signs for kids out, but then the moment he passes his house, he does 0 to 90. Well, there was burn marks, like skid marks, all the way down from where he kept fucking with me all that day. And the cops were like, whose is that? I'm like, his tire. He was pulling a trailer. He was going so fast, the trailer started wobbling, almost hit me. So I said, what the fuck? He floors it in reverse and says, fuck you, bitch, and pulls a gun on me. So I'm like, my husband's in the house sleeping, and I'm like...
that blue house right there, that big blue house?
That's not where he lives.
No, but like that alley right there, is that where he'll like walk down?
Yep. The 2 houses over from that.
So that's within 500 feet of the residence.
And that's his brother.
It
just goes up, but if he knows
back to that address on an
protected person's name.
Chevy truck found in Lake to a warrant void.
Any protected person.
You know what I mean? Like,
was there anybody else that saw him?
No, I don't think they were. They're in the backyard now. So just the people talk to that, which I don't know. The house that he was at would be further down. Where he lives.
So, did you report when he was at the corner store?
Yes.
Okay. Because I would say, if he comes into contact with you...
And the corner store guy threw him out, and he hasn't been back since, so the corner store, they said...
Respondent must depart immediately. The orders include encounters on public, private roads, highways, or through fairs. Okay.
Like, I get it, we have to pass each other's homes. I don't have a problem with that. We live on the same damn road.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, that's one thing if you're driving by. And just,
you know
don't act like a jackass.
No, don't say obscenities. Like, don't call me your bitch. Like,
All right, trust me,
my anger inside of me of controlling is like, I'm about to break. I am so not used to dealing with this down here. It's a whole nother world. But if he knows you guys came, he's gonna mess with me and my husband more. like last summer, his lies put Jamie in jail for 2 days. You know what I mean?
What do you put him in jail for?
For saying he was threatening him because we were edging, and I don't even own an edger or a weed whacker. You know what I mean? And shit like that. And I think they just had I guess he was a victim first or called first. I don't know.
And then
the cops were like, well, he called first, basically. So.
Yeah. And what's your name, Roland?
Misty.
M-I-S-T-Y?
Yes.
Last name?
Choate.
How the hell do you say that?
Shote.
I'd have said coat, but close enough. All right.
I get Choate.
That's right. All right. What's your date of birth?
614-406-4410. Thank you guys for being discreet.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah. And what's your social?
Cameras up in the alleyway the way he does.
If it's on the property, on your property, I don't
The
know.
electric pole out there.
Oh yeah, that's a city thing. I would call the city and have them let them know that somebody's running a personal
It's
camera.
kind of sloppy. Together for so long, you're like, fuck.
Not married, but I get it. I was at a girlfriend for quite some time, so but yeah.
Well, damn, if I was single. I've been mine since I was 15, so we go 25 years.
Nice, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I would call the city and let them know that he's running a camera on their pole.
Okay.
Usually with a city pole, that's just my construction background.
Yeah, you
You're
can
not
see
supposed
it right
to.
there. See
You're
it?
not supposed to.
You might have to walk a little.
Yeah, I see
Yep,
that.
the white camera's
Yeah.
pointing.
You're not supposed to put anything on those without permission. The only thing that they don't really care about is if like, oh hey, my dog's lost, and you're putting up
Yeah.
a flyer.
Oh,
But
okay.
running an actual camera.
Right.
Yeah, that's. I would call them and see what they would say about that. Like,
Okay.
do you know who is out here? Is this AP or whoever that is?
AEP.
Yeah,
well,
I'd give it.
they had somebody come out, but it was to trim the trees like 2 weeks ago, and it was like a contractor. It wasn't.
Yeah, they
AEP.
usually contract those out.
Okay, but
just
yeah.
because they don't have their own like trimming system for
Okay.
But call AP, let them know the house number that's in the rear of. They got a camera on it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're supposed to. I know when they do have stuff like that, they usually take the shit down.
Okay.
But that could change. I've been out of construction now for
Yeah.
a little over a year.
Yeah.
So, but
I'm so
well,
frustrated.
I get it. When he's done talking, I think he's checking on some stuff.
Okay.
Probably what'll happen, depending on what they say, we'll probably go pick him up. So.
He's gonna retaliate on me, and then I go to jail next. Do you know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. Does he have
I'm
protection? Does he have a
terrified.
protection order against you?
Yeah, that judge think he did give it to all 4 of us.
Okay.
And that's what my attorney was pissed off about, because my attorney was arguing with the judge, and the judge wouldn't even tell him if he was doing it that way. And the judge, when he finally brought us back in, he said to be fair, since we both live on the same
My
street.
recommendation after this is I would go back to court and say that it hasn't stopped.
Okay.
I know it's expensive,
Yeah.
but at the same
Just
time,
paid my attorney $5,000 for
that's what I'm
him.
saying. I don't want you to see either one of you all go back to jail.
And that's what he'll do to me.
Yeah. So once, like I said, I don't know what the verdict is. I'll speak with my partner. But if we pick him up today, I would go back to the courthouse and let that judge know, hey, it hasn't stopped. We'll give you an incident number today, depending on what comes out of this, whoever he's talking to, and then.
Because now it'll make up every lie like he did last summer. Like,
And-
even my neighbors would come out and tell the cops, like, you are taking the wrong person. Like, what are you guys doing? Will
Yeah.
you listen? And I don't know if they just didn't want to listen. Why haven't they taken his gun yet?
Well, here's where we run into that. So unless we catch him with the gun,
He carries it at all times.
okay. Well, then he might. He's a felon. Is he a felon?
I don't
Do you know? That's a problem. Unless you're a felon, I don't know off the top of my head of any misdemeanors that keep you from buying guns. The other thing that I
He's like a
would say-
little nerdy white guy that my country boys would have pummeled if he was.
Yeah, he'd got his ass beat a long time
Yeah,
ago
it
down
would have
home.
been a long time ago.
The
But
cops wouldn't have been involved either. Yeah.
no. My friends are all like, do you want us to come there? And I'm like, no, because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to go to jail.
Get
I've
it.
never been to jail.
Don't want to bring the blanket crew up to Columbus.
No.
And yeah, not many people know what that is, but yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So do you have like a picture or video of him at all, or?
I don't
I mean,
have
like
a...
of today, of like him doing that stuff?
No, because he was further down. I don't know.
Okay.
I can ask my husband when he gets back. There's a camera that points that direction because I
Okay.
just put them on there for... Those
Yeah.
are basically Robert's cameras. And so I don't know if it picked up it.
Okay.
It probably got him crossing the street, but I don't
Okay.
know if it would have got him the way he was standing in that guy's driveway.
Okay.
Like the way it
And this
came
is going to
in.
be a really dumb question.
No, you're fine.
But how did you know it was him? Obviously,
Because
he's a neighbor.
I seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You recognized him when you saw him, obviously. Like
Yeah.
That. Okay. I know it's a dumb question. I just have
No,
to
you're fine.
ask it.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking code 1 and refer, just because there's no independent
No witness. Yeah.
witness.
So that's just statement.
So
So-
essentially,
Okay, that's fine.
essentially
so
what?
should I go down now?
So what I would do, so they're probably closed today. Everything closes at 5 being a holiday.
Yeah.
First thing Tuesday morning, if you can take off work,
Oh,
once
yeah.
we give you the incident
I
number,
work
we'll take the
nights.
report, go down to the courthouse, say, look, he's not stopping. You know, we'll put in there everything that you and I discussed, and what you discussed with him, and then hopefully the judge will make a decision
Okay.
to.
And if you're up for it, I'll have you fill out a witness statement.
Sure.
If you're willing to
Yeah,
do
that's
that
fine.
for today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just so your kind of statement is locked in and everything like that.
Yeah, I have. That's what this whole packet
Okay.
is.
And then it's all going to be documented and reported, and then essentially you can go to the prosecutor's office and be like, look,
Yeah.
I think this person
'Cause it's
violated
enough.
this. And
It's like if I don't call, and that was my problem last summer because I don't call cops where I come from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the guy even told the operator, I'm like, I feel so stupid wasting you guys' time. Like,
No, seriously.
Like, it's
You-
annoying.
when you have a
Not a
protection
waste
order, me personally, I take the stuff seriously because you never know what the outcome
me
could be.
Yeah. And the only reason I'm calling is because he pulled guns on me twice last year and nothing
Yeah.
was done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yep, and when you go to court, I would bring all that up. Because, like I said, I don't know what you and your husband do for work, but losing days from work for going to jail sucks.
oh yeah, he's lost a lot. He lost his job because of it, actually. Yeah. So he's lost his job because of Robert from where he was in jail, and it
I'm
was
assuming
mandatory weekend, and he missed work. And I couldn't get him out because it was the weekend.
Yeah.
And they put him like the days that they do.
Did he just
or
catch a
something.
misdemeanor charge?
Yeah.
Okay. So, fun fact that after 5 years, you can have those expunged.
Really?
Yeah, you have to talk to an attorney
Yeah.
and see how there's a process to it.
He was.
and some
He's
stuff you
got
got to
a
pay for.
felon on there too, from where
Those
he was
have-
younger, like
Okay, if
early
it's,
20.
you can have those expunged too.
Like he's 40, almost 45
and
now.
here's the thing, like I don't know if he's like deer hunter and stuff like that, and he can't do that now.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's been longer than 5 years and he hasn't had any priors or anything close to current, talk to a lawyer. Those can get expunged.
I need
There's
to
a
have
process
my
to do that.
attorney.
I would
Probably know my attorney if you're downtown all the time.
No.
So I don't have a clipboard for you.
You're okay.
I apologize.
You're fine.
But you can, I mean, if you wanted to, you could step inside and fill it out.
Yeah, I'll just
Um,
put that right there.
Essentially, you're just going to put your, have you ever done one of these? or
No.
Okay, so you're just going to put your name here and then put the location where you're at,
Okay.
your house, obviously. And then everything that happened today,
See this one more time.
everything that happened today, everything that was said, anything that you think is important for us to know. And then down here, put your address, sign it, and then put your phone number there.
Okay.
All right?
And his name's Robert Stanley.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I will give you that too.
Thank you. I'm just terrified of his retaliation.
That's why we're, instead of going and picking him up, we're doing the refer to the prosecutor's office, so that way it's more discreet for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to go fill that out for us, darling.